Oh, can you hear that? It's not Santa, it's the golden hour.
It's a golden hour, baby.
Yeah. Nice.
We're back again.
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas vibes.
3 days to Christmas.
3 days?
3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, it's 13.
Nah. Today...
By the time the podcast releases and everything, I might be around 3 days.
Okay, sorry.
And we've got, New Year's coming up as well.
Oh, has anyone got any New Year's plans?
What, for the night?
Yeah, like going partying, going out and celebrating New Year's.
Yeah, it's called work, mate.
You're working? Oh, boring.
Get drunk.
Good answer.
What was it? A couple of people who we know in Derby, they messaged trying to get something sorted. But no one's been the catalyst to actually do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know if I could be asked to, but I will do.
I've got fireworks to set off talking about catalysts. I don't know if that works. Carry on.
That's totally relevant. Okay, cool. That's throwing me out.
I don't know. I thought catalyst is like a fire pit, isn't it?
Catalyst is something that gets things going.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Sorry.
Throw out Google thing. But no, it's like I just need to put in the chat say who's free in Derby and then figure it out. Because it'd be cool to do something but I don't want to end up in moo-moos with a bunch of 19-year-olds and that. I'm a bit too grown for that.
I feel like this is a sob story. I feel like you're putting a message out on this podcast to try and get people to invite you out for New Year's Eve.
I'm not. I'm saying that there are people who want to do stuff, but no one's taking the lead on it.
I feel like that's just group chats in general. It's so hard just getting anything organised.
Bro, honestly,
I feel like everyone experiences it.
I know in our lot, when we plan to do something, it's like everyone throws ideas out there, but no one's like, we're going to do this. And the vast majority of people, innit, they sit there and wait for someone to say what we're doing, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I'll do that.
I think it is.
I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like some people say, oh, I don't mind, I'll do whatever, and then you put ideas forward. Oh, no, I don't want to do that though.
I mean, I think you kind of as well, you kind of holding back a bit just to see if there's any other options that come into play. It's I'm up for this, but I'm not going to say yes yet because no one else has, and I don't know, I might get 2 different offers going off here, and there might be something better happening.
I hate people who turn you down when you're making arrangements, find someone else.
Yeah, I hate those kind of people.
That's the worst of that. When you try to sort something out and you're just I need an answer from someone, but everyone's sitting there playing a game of chicken, who's going to go first? And
that's why I just do polls. I'll just put all the options in polls and post that. I'm like, whenever you can, just put your answer in.
Well, if no one answers it.
Well, then you're screwed.
There's no motive then, isn't it? You're kicking a dead horse. It's like nothing's happening.
It's like with businesses though, when it's a big thing with lots of people and you've got to do it, then it must just be chaos.
Yeah, it's everything trying to...
organising an office work party. It's easy for us.
Yeah.
It's 4 of us.
Right, so who's attending?
Yeah.
Put your name in a hat. I don't know, man.
So, obviously, in the Christmas theme, Christmas mood, I suppose we've got to do some bits about Christmas. Obviously, we had a bit of fun this month creating the Christmas tree video.
Yeah, doing some little Christmassy projects and things. I think it's nice to kind of have those passion projects, but especially when it is this Christmas vibe sort of stuff as well. It's going to get you into the festivities a little. I like it.
We're just waiting to get an email from the garden centre now, just saying you're not allowed to bring a camera in.
Yeah, we were very sneaky with that, to be fair. No one knew we were filming the whole time, which I'm impressed by. So
I think they saw potential and they're just waiting for, it to go somewhere.
Who?
The garden centre people.
Oh, they don't even know we've done it yet.
No, the staff saw us filming, but whoever's in charge of their social media and that, they ain't seen it yet. But they will do.
I do reckon, because we made that video just for us, it still would be good to send it to them and be kind of oh, look, this is the sort of thing we did, find a way. If you like it, post it, have fun.
Yeah, share a bit about, your garden centre. And if they say, no, we want you to put it down, be I don't know what you're on about.
It's just completely gaslighting. I don't know, idea, mate.
This weren't us. We're not Goldbox. We're bronze. Jokes.
But no, I do like the fact we've got a Christmas tree in here, though. It adds to the atmosphere a bit. Because otherwise, it's just a dead room, isn't it? At Christmas time. But now you've got a Christmas tree in there. You walk in, the room smells like a Christmas tree. Play the Christmas tunes, you're Christmas.
Yeah, you may be
We have been playing a lot of music, to be fair.
Yeah, a lot of... That's the thing, I don't know how many times I've heard Feliz Navidad in the last 2 weeks.
But my issue is, there's I think I was saying to you guys earlier, you can get all the Christmas songs in the world, and I guarantee there's only 10 to 15 good ones, and the rest are trash.
Yeah, I think it's the newer songs. It's just hard to compete with the older songs because there is just that, again, element of nostalgia and everything that you can't compete with newer music.
Again, some of the old ones sound like they're recorded through like a 1930s radio, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I like that old-timey kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying that too.
Well, no, it gets like the Christmas vibes through though, isn't it? Because for me anyway, that's what I kind of associate with Christmas is the old-timey kind of
It's
stuff.
like old classical kind of thing. Because I don't know. Oh, as you get older, obviously that kind of magic gradually disappears, and it isn't as what it is. I imagine, obviously, until you get kids yourselves or whatever, and then you get all that magic again. But it just seems to get less Christmassy each year. The Christmas adverts, I'd say, mixed.
Dead. This year's ones have been dead, mate. There's been no good Christmas.
Yeah, that
adverts.
John Lewis one was just rubbish.
Every year the John Lewis ones, I feel like I've just got less and
I remember coming into the office and be like, lads, you know you all love the John Lewis Christmas adverts normally. Well, guess what? It's rubbish. Look at this.
Mate, honestly, I'm like, what was like the last good one? The last good John Lewis advert?
I really like the Lily Allen one. Just that, I remember when that,
Somewhere only.
yeah, like the Hare and the Bear, I think it was.
Yeah. It was
But
like
I just
before
remember
animation.
like when that song came out, that was like straight to #1. So that was big.
Remember that one with the little dragon? That was an alright song. The advert.
That was last
visually
year's
weren't
one,
that-
wasn't it?
What,
that
the Girl
wasn't
and the Dragon?
too long ago.
That was one of the most recent ones.
I liked the song in it. Didn't really care about the. I don't know why there was a dragon because it's Christmas.
There's the
but-
Penguin one. That was good, but I think I liked the fact that people did voiceovers for it.
Oh, like famous
Like,
people.
no, like YouTube. Like on YouTube, you could find like fake voiceovers.
Oh,
where it was like,
okay.
yeah, a bit rude, but funny.
I know this wasn't a John Lewis advert.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a John Lewis advert, but I think it's to celebrate the anniversary of like World War One ending.
Oh, the Sainsbury's,
Yeah,
that is
and
probably
that
one of the best.
It's like a set in the trenches and all that. I was like, yeah, that's a good advert.
I think we looked at that in like my media classes when we was doing it
Yeah,
some
we
ages
did.
ago. Like we had to do some writing stuff about it.
I actually don't really remember that one. I don't think.
remember that?
Did we watch it?
I can't remember the history, but it's basically like the Germans, wasn't it?
Is it when it went silent for Christmas? It went
Because they
silent.
thought the war was going to end at Christmas. So it was happening in real life. They stopped playing. They stopped fighting each other and started playing football. But then they heard the guns still going off in the distance. Like, oh shit, we need to go back and beef people.
Football saves everything.
Oh yeah, the beautiful game.
I feel like that must have been a bit of an awkward exchange after like seeing someone who was trying to murder you on a battlefield, and now you're like kind of kicking the ball around. You're like,
Imagine you exchanged it and you got a really rubbish present. You'd be like, actually, you know what, man? I don't feel too bad here.
You trade one beat-up water bottle for another.
I just don't get how they did it. Like
give the
what?
presents and shoot
No, how did they just arrange it? Like who made the first move? Were there like, is there just like a long line of like 20 people who tried but then just got shot? Well, you want to kick it, but bang!
I think apparently according to these documentaries, like everyone, it's just like common sense. Like people just thought the war would be won by Christmas. So when Christmas happened, they just assumed it was finished. So just like,
I'm not doing this anymore.
yeah, so like, no, screw this, we're going to play football.
if that ain't a commentary on like the fact that the people who are fighting the wars don't even want to be there, and like it's the people, the higher ups, are making them go to the war and stuff. That just proves it. Like they're like, mate,
Maybe the Germans just ran over. Like, can we have our ball back?
all right, we'll play you for it. I'm wondering who brought a football to the war. Just there with a bike pump. Just
Probably just someone's like intestines or something, man.
Nah. Yeah, that's a good shout. Like, who actually thought, you know, wait, I'm packing to go to war, but I need to remember my football because I bet some point it'll come in useful.
It's got like a family photo on a football. And I'm like, oh, God, the ball in there. Make use out of this.
But yeah, you guys got a favourite Christmas song then?
Favorite Christmas song? I feel my favorite Christmas song is "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree."
Do you actually rock around the Christmas tree?
Oh man, I rock every day around the Christmas tree. I don't stop rocking.
Ah, fair play.
I really like the Kelly Clarkson one. That's like my new one.
I always used to think she was related to Jeremy Clarkson, I did. When everyone would
alike.
say, oh yeah, she's a great song, I'd be like, Jeremy Clarkson's got a daughter who sings. That's crazy. It's not Jeremy Clarkson's daughter, by the way, Aaron.
No, I was about to say one. I think my one is I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Wait.
Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day.
the Slade? One of them.
Wizard.
Wizard, yeah.
That song's a banger, mate.
The Queen one's all right, I think. Thank God it's Christmas. I always forget about that.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's like,
Christmas song.
yeah, exactly. It is. It's like, it's a decent Queen song.
What's the one that was in Gavin and Stacey when we watched that last night? When Cordon's in
We're
the
driving
car.
home for Christmas.
No, it's like, feed the...
Band-Aid.
I think if he was singing that one. And like, because I always thought, that's a good song. But then when like they were going off on it in the car, and I was like, actually, that's alright.
Yeah, that was great. I was watching the Gavin Stacey Christmas special last night. First time he's ever watched it.
Oh,
Mate, it was a right little treat for
Was
him.
that the first time you ever watched
Ever
Gavin Stacey?
any Gavin and Stacey, that was the first time I
What
watched
did
it.
you think of it then as a first time
It
viewer?
was pretty funny. It was like typical like British humour kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I think it was always gonna be like something I'd like.
Yeah. Well, put another one on for you, mate. No. Treat you.
Treat
You
me,
need to see the
God.
iconic scene where James Corden's ordering an Indian takeaway. Was it an Indian?
I feel
or
like
was
I've
it
heard about this scene.
it was a curry, yeah.
He's want to share because she's like, oh, do you want to share bits? And Bob's like, no, I'm going to order what I want for me to eat, kind of thing. It weren't those words. Bad for me there, but something like that.
I think I like it more because obviously my mum's from Essex and my dad's from Wales. So it's like seeing the families interact. It's just like my Welsh side of my family is like that, like more quiet, and then Essex is like cheeky chapping, it's a bit more lively. What been?
You lived the real Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, it's like reverse.
Who do you relate to more though? More Gavin or more Stacey?
Probably Essex more.
Gavin.
That's Not dissing Wales, but like Essex is a bit more like upbeat.
Feel free to diss Wales. No.
And plus I go Essex way more.
I'd rather live in Wales than Essex. We went to Essex and everyone was rude.
When did we go to Essex?
For a shoot,
I'm trying to remember.
we got kicked off that street.
No, that was you. That was you and Ben. That was, weren't it?
No, that was me. That was me and Josh because we went to go film. And then neighbours came out and was like, yo, you can't film here, and they kicked us out the street. I ain't
Even
got
the
that in
streets won't have us, man.
Yeah, you got to get permission, mate.
Wales.
Oh. Well,
But no,
you
no.
got people.
I'd rather live in Wales. Plus, you get better views in Wales.
What kind of views?
Got like the Brecon Beacons and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I did DOV and our silver expedition was there. It was actually well good.
Mate, I hated DOV. DOV was terrible. Good. You lucky escape there.
We thought it'd be a good idea to get like twins, like brother and sister who are twins together in the same group.
You made it sound like we were like shopping for them. Well, like, yeah, we
I
needed
think we
to.
got forced to have one of them, didn't we? Because I think we wanted one person, but then the mum was like, oh no, you're going to have two of them.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we basically did DOV, and then we only wanted. We were mates with like one of the twins, and then it was the girl, and then the mum was like, "No, if she's going, you got to bring the brother as well." And then they just argued the whole time. And when you're stuck in the middle of a field, that's the worst thing you want. Is people bickering, and it's just already miserable. It's terrible. I just didn't have a good time.
Draining experience. But then silver and gold were better, in my opinion. I enjoyed those ones way more.
Bronze traumatized me enough. I left it there.
Do you guys, want to hear my favourite Christmas song?
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all right. I'll let you off. I knew you'd ask at some point. It's a Fairy Tale in New York.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Classic.
rest in peace. But
Because that was this year, wasn't it?
it was literally last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Because the funeral was a few days ago. Johnny Depp was there. He weren't happy because Meghan Markle turned up, and he's like, "You're not a proper. You don't know him. You're not friends with him."
Oh really?
Yeah. He's like trying to tell her to leave.
Jesus.
Because Meghan was just there like, oh, well, apparently it's publicity for a new book, but
Yeah, what better place? A funeral.
But yeah, he's trying to kick her out. Get rid of Meghan Markle out there. I ain't got a problem with them. I like Meghan Markle and Harry. Yeah. Just saying. Anyway, getting back to Christmas, sir. You're away from negativity.
I can't wait for the Christmas food. There's nothing better than waking up in the morning and you know you've got Christmas food coming, you can just smell it cooking during the day, got good festive spirits, go to church in the morning. I love it. That's my favourite part about Christmas.
Do you go to church on Christmas Day, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Go midnight mass and then 10 o'clock.
You do double whammy?
Yeah.
How long is each one?
Well, midnight mass is about an hour and then Christmas Day is about an hour, but then you've got like half an hour at the end to say, happy Christmas to everyone.
What time's midnight mass?
I'll give you 3 guesses, lad. Okay, it was... Nah, so it starts at midnight. But it's a late one, like, oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you have to start at midnight and then you're in for 10 the next morning.
It's got to be done, though. It's a celebration.
Yeah.
I tend to go out on Christmas Eve, I do, so I don't get back till about 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah, we go out for a meal. It's
Oh,
like a
man,
new
the sesh.
tradition. Oh, the sesh. Damn. I usually do like Christmas Day or like day after.
Yeah. What are your guys like? Obviously, you said you go to church and stuff. What are your guys' Christmas days like? Is it very much stay inside kind of day, or do you gallivant, go do some shenanigans?
Usually we alternate, so we'll have 1 year down with my mum's family, and then 1 year at home We just alternate them two. So this year we're home. But I think we're going down to Devon, where my mum's side of the family is anyway after.
Wow.
So I prefer like seeing the whole family rather than just being at home because it's a bit samey.
That's just bad, isn't it? Family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the good thing that I like about when I go home for Christmas stuff, I still have like little brothers, so I feel like there's still a lot of that Christmas magic kind of around, which is quite nice.
You say little brothers, but he gave you a black eye, mate.
That was one of the. He's not so little anymore, man. He's not there. I'll tell you that.
That's one thing I've noticed now we're all older. Like, it kind of fizzles out in the evening. Everyone's just kind of tired, like, I want to go home. I wish it was just like either loads of kids around, like, well hyper, or just adults just getting smashed.
See, mine's the opposite though. Like I say, like during the day after church now, it just dies. Like after you open your presents and all that, and you're waiting for food to cook. It's just nothing happens. But then in the evening, we normally like play Monopoly amongst the family and all that.
Yeah.
And like usually we get like all the family together and do like one big game, but we haven't managed to do it this year. So it's just going to be like my immediate family. So we're already in the group chat, chatting nonsense back and forth about who's going to win and all that, and like what the penalties are and all that. But obviously I'm going to win the game, but...
When do you guys have Christmas dinner? Other than on Christmas Day?
Usually like a normal dinner time for me, to be fair, like 6 p.m.
What, Christmas dinner?
Yeah, like...
But you turkey in that?
I think so, yeah. I don't think we have
We
it
have
that
it
early,
like
to be fair.
lunch, yeah.
Oh, we have ours at 3.
It's not. This is crazier than yours.
Yeah, no, I think, from what I remember, I mean, it all kind of blurs into...
What do you have for lunch?
Mate, I'd probably just snack throughout the whole day.
What's everyone else doing?
So like, let me run it through. I wake up Christmas morning. To be fair, I say wake up. Most of the time, I actually can't even sleep the night before. Even like at my grown age now, I'm still too excited to sleep. I'm just like, mate, it's Christmas Day. But yeah, by the time it gets to the morning, my alarm clock is my little brother's running around, being like, it's Christmas and all that. So and then literally for breakfast, I think my mum would just make a standard kind of breakfast, like maybe like some sort of.
Do you have Bucks
fry up or
Fizz?
something? What?
Do you have Bucks Fizz?
Bucks Fizz? No.
Just like orange and...
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, sorry, I was just intrigued.
No, yeah, literally just like standard like sort of breakfast, coffee and all that sort of stuff. And then kids open their presents and then they're just literally playing with toys and everything for the rest of the day. And then it's kind of like the older ones, parents and all that, we're just making food and setting up things for the younger ones.
My dad makes this like fruit soup thing. He's got a load of bare fruit and just squeezes all the juices out and heats it up. Puts a bit of cinnamon, a little bit of spice. Oh, it's so good. So we normally have that for like breakfast. And then you get like smoked salmon as a starter. A bit of cream cheese.
Yeah, we always have prawn cocktail.
For a starter.
Yeah, every time.
I've only just started drinking Baileys. That's nice, like around Christmas sort of time.
I prefer the flavoured ones. Like, I like a bit like white chocolate, or I had that, have you guys heard of blonde chocolate? Like Caramac.
Oh, yeah.
I had one of them, like Baileys, and it was so nice.
Not sickly?
A bit, but I liked it. Like, it was nice.
So I drink Baileys when I'm like I've drank it when I'm on holiday in a swimming pool in the hot sun, and I'm thinking, this is mad. Like, it's sunny, it's hot.
It's going to curdle,
But I'm like, well, that's why you just drink it quicker, man.
That's why he's always pissed.
For me, like Bailey's is like a winter drink, really.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But I just find it mad. Like all-inclusive bar or something, they're like, oh, do you want a Baileys? I'm like, what are you doing serving Baileys at 30 degrees, mate?
I was at the London Christmas market over the weekend. I had like mulled wine and everything. I love mulled wine. That's always so nice. Nice hot, sweet wine.
Beautiful.
No, we stick to drink.
Wait, I was just thinking earlier when you said mulled wine. He was going, oh, I had some really nice mulled wine. I was like,
Mouldy wine.
In your house, it probably would be.
It's a mouldy wine.
I moved my wardrobe yesterday and just found so much mould there, like blue.
Really?
Yeah, I had to
He'll
spray it
drink
down. Please do. It's all gone now.
I think we're quite traditional at Christmas, though. We don't have like Baileys or nothing. We just stay to like champagne or wine.
Champagne.
champagne?
Yeah, my parents get champagne. I don't know.
Bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's weird. Like, every Christmas, my dad used to, I don't know why he used to do this, but he used to like drive to Calais just so he didn't have to buy like duty-free stuff. Buy like champagne and then drive back. That's when we used to live in Milton Keynes.
Just because he was bored and thought, I'll go for a drive.
I assume so. I never really questioned it. I was like too young.
How much does he save by doing that?
I don't know. I was too young to.
Give me the financial breakdown on this.
I'll do it. Next
Spends
podcast.
about £5 on champagne, spends about 200 quid on the petrol.
Do it next.
It's like bargain.
I say this now, but my dad's part of this wine club thing, so I rent him on that.
Wine club.
Yeah, so
Was it like
basically-
wine tasting?
Nah, so you basically put like a subscription in there.
Yeah, you
And
get
then,
every month.
and then basically you can either cash it out on wine crates or you can just let it build.
Oh, okay.
So instead of traveling to Calais, now what he does, he just cashes out, gets loads of like boxes, and that's like enough for like half a year.
I just love a J2O. Like J2Os at Christmas, just something about it.
Remember the glitter
So
one that
refreshing.
came out?
Yeah, that one's good.
Did you ever try the blue? They stopped selling that. Apple and blueberry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the
That was
best one
nice.
that ever existed.
Apple raspberry
Mate, this is going back about 10 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago? I don't know. But I remember being like,
Yeah, feels like.
always, I'd have apple and blueberry J2O, and I was like, this is the best drink I've ever had in my life.
they sell?
And then they stopped selling it. They just stopped. Yeah, everywhere. Like, just
Yeah,
like your
right,
normal
yeah,
J2O.
People didn't buy it.
I've never had it. I've never had it or seen it.
Is there any other like discontinued sweets, drinks, or anything?
Oh, there's a Cadbury's chocolate bar, but I forgot what it's called, and I can't even find it on the internet, so I don't know if I was just going crazy or not.
Mars, you know Revel. Was it Revels? You know when you got like 3 different types? Mars did the same. They called it like Mars Planets. Yeah. So like toffee, had the traditional Mars thing. Yeah, like
I still got them, mate.
No, they don't.
I saw them the other day.
Where?
Nah, mess it.
I'm about to say, bro, because I've been on that.
Got you.
I've been on it. But yeah, they used to be my favourite ones. And then Starburst also had some like discontinued ones. They had like ones with like these like fruit juice things in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I feel like Cocoa Pops always did like the best variants of them.
Yeah, I remember the toys you used to get.
Toys were always good as well. But I remember Cocoa Pops, they had two things I loved was the Cocoa Pop Rocks. They were good because they had like nougat on the inside and stuff like that.
Wait, I had what, sorry?
Well, nougat.
Ah, cool. I always call them that.
And then there was these straws as well that you could like eat the straws, but you drink the milk out of them. Man, oh my God. I was like,
I like the ice cream cone wafer kind of texture thing, weren't it? Yeah. Yeah, and they had the ones with the little balls in as well, didn't they?
yeah, they weren't as good. I didn't like them. So when my mum was like, hey, I got you those like chocolate straws for your cereal, I was like, yeah. And then it was a plastic thing with the little balls in. It's like, you disappointed me, mum.
Yeah, this sucks.
I remember one year for Christmas, like our mate in year 1 got us like these little Simpsons watches. And they were so cool, they were like holographic. And then I was looking them up like this year, I wanted to get them. I've only just remembered, I wanted to get them for people for Christmas as like a nostalgic gift. I found out they came free with Kellogg's, like cornflakes.
Oh my God.
So they're on eBay now, something for like 500 quid a watch.
No, they're like £2. But I thought like this kid had bought them, and it turns out he just gave us free Kellogg's.
I remember McDonald's used to do. I remember Mackey's used to do like the best gifts in Happy Meals.
Oh,
They used to do like these little speaker things with like a song in it.
Yeah,
I think it was. I remember one. I
they're all
got,
made in China though, just like plastic, and
Yeah.
like 7-year-olds making them.
But like, I think the one I had was like Who Let the Dogs Out. So every time I used to open it, that's all that went off. It drove my mum crazy.
I remember the SpongeBob games, like and the Sonic games.
Oh yeah, the little like tiny little Game Boy.
They
kind
were
of
so
things.
good.
Like Tamagotchis and that.
I miss like the old McDonald's, like when you were a kid and stuff. It was like, you know, the playground areas and all that. 'Cause the thing as well, I remember like when I was a kid, it was a cool thing if you had your birthday party at Mackey's. You was like, oh yeah, birthday party at Mackey's, sick, mate. But now it's like, it's just iPads and everything.
Can you even still have a
Well,
birthday
Mackey's
party?
at ours has the little-
In Milton Keynes, they still have the section for it, but it's never open.
Yeah, we've got a section. It's got like iPad holders, but no iPads in it. It's never had them for
Because all the
years.
chavs robbed them.
Yeah, and all the chavs go sit at the kids' bit as well.
Mate, in Milton Keynes, the play area was really cool. You know when you get those like tubes that you can climb up and have the little windows and stuff? One time I went there, it was my stepdad who took me there. And this was like quite early to when we met each other, so he was just trying to be like make a good impression in that. But he took me there and I refused to leave for like an hour. So he had to come up into the playground area to drag me out because I was like, you know what, I'm not leaving. Like, you're not my real dad.
Oh, you did say that. No, I didn't say that.
He's arrested.
He would have left you there like harsh screaming, bro.
But as like, 4-year-old Josh, I was probably more of a nuisance.
Yeah, play areas used to be so much better back then. I remember at our local park, right, it was like the best thing ever. We used to have, it was essentially like like a trampoline, but it was just like a big, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it was like just a massive piece of like elasticy material stuck to 4 posts.
Oh, okay.
So it was just this thing you jump on.
Yeah.
And it was so dangerous, but it was so cool. Like, you just bounce around. As soon as one kid would jump, like, the other would go flying. And it's not like a trampoline where it kind of all just goes down, obviously, in the middle.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, rectangular. You just get kids bouncing all over it and,
That sounds
like,
amazing.
getting, like, thrown about. And
I want to try that.
My favourite one, you know, in Kentsville, back in Milton Keynes, you got that big climbing frame thing. It's like a pyramid thing.
Yeah.
That's my favourite thing to climb, man.
we had a big slide in primary school, but then that went. We had, like, some tyres you can just hop along, and then I almost broke my ankle on that.
Don't do that, mate.
Like, everything's just gone now. Like, I get health and safety, but some things were just
I say
slightly dangerous and fun.
I say as a kid though, you got to go out there and play a little bit, innit? Like if you fall over, pick yourself up and all that.
I went on a climbing frame, mate, and I was playing Tig. I got tigged, whatever it is. Tugged. All right, I got something to tell you guys. I was playing Tig.
Tag.
Oh, I don't care. Anyway, I was playing that game, and it was high up, and I got pushed right near the slide bar, mate. Went straight off, landed on my arm, and I was at like a caravan park, you know, for the week. It was like somewhere in England, and I was like off on my own, so I was like, oh shoot, I need to find my mom.
What, do you have like a broken arm?
Yeah, my arm was broke.
It's just like flopping around. You're just like, Mom.
Like, I was pale as because I felt sick from shock and that. I must have looked like a little ghost, mate, but basically just don't play Tig / tag.
Yeah, now I think about it, most injuries like I or anyone I know has had, like as a kid, has been from like playing like a climbing frame or
Dangerous things.
sport usually.
Yeah, so now that we're like at the end of the year and stuff as well, has anybody had any fun projects in particular that they've liked that we worked on?
I can't even remember last week. Like, it's all just a blur. Like, you know, when people ask me, like, oh, what you been up to recently? I'm like, I don't even know. Like,
Yeah, it does really.
Blurs into one, doesn't it?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I think it's like, just because it's been such like a transition from where we're at from the start of the year to now, like the fact it's like just been such a distance, it kind of blurs.
oh yeah.
I'll say we just break it down into two, innit? Like what's your favourite Goldbox project that, you know, all four of us have worked on? Or what's your favourite one that you've personally been on? So like a Goldbox one for me would be like Urban Playground.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like that's like one where obviously we were at the start of the process. So we got to storyboard it, source the actors, say this is the videos you're gonna get, kind of create the brief with them. And then all the way to delivery. So I like that. That was like, that's what we wanted to be doing since day one. So that's like a first time. But then on a personal project, I did a shoot at Cozy when the Royals came out and toured.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was pretty fun to do.
Yeah, no, that was a fun one. To be fair, I think Urban would definitely be up there for me for similar reasons. I think it's just like having that creative control from the very start, because it is always nice as well, like having clients come to you with a solid plan and idea of what they want. But it's equally nice to have people come to us and be like, we want your input. We want kind of a bit of guidance with it as well. So that was just fun to be able to have that control over it. But like, yeah, individually, I think I've enjoyed making like the recent stuff, like our sort of social media kind of videos, the skits and stuff. I think that's always fun because it's literally just translating our personality into videos, which is quite.
That's kind of because I've got two. Like I've got one that's proper, and one that was just fun. It's like when at the start, because obviously at the start of the year, a long time ago, we were doing like our second bit with Smash, working down in London, working with obviously Josh, Clark, and Jason, like accent guy, and that was just fun because, like you say, like the messing around. Because obviously it was fun challenges to do, and like just social media videos and all that. And it was literally just having fun, whether it's like how many Big Macs you can eat in a minute, or you got to guess a certain amount of challenges, all these ingredients and all
It was
that.
that vodka you had to do. I was dying.
Marmite vodka shot. Yeah, that was not pretty.
It was mad. And then like, obviously like, you know, going out through, well, I suppose it was Christmas, the first one when we were going through London during Christmas, which was crazy. But then the time after, because we had the pub booked out, didn't we? That where we did pub challenges and all that for one of them. And just that experience of madness. But then on the serious side of stuff, one that I really enjoyed lately was when me and you went on. We did the 2-day shoot, University Ceremony Awards.
Yeah.
And so basically with that, there's 3 ceremonies each day. And obviously we had to capture each ceremony as they were coming in. All the students were coming, graduates were coming in and then going to stage or having pictures and with the family and all that, and get that video edited in time by the end of the ceremony so they can all watch their highlights. So it's like having to create 3 videos within one day in like the space of an hour, 2 hours. And at the start, I was a bit, this is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be nervous. I'm not going to enjoy this whatsoever. After the first video and everything, and we knew what we knew, and then all like stress was taken out of the place. And because plus like the video was already planned out anyway. It was all there. It's just obviously because it was new to what we've done before. It was just that dipping in to a new scenario. And as soon as we did that, it just felt great because we got to film it, edit it, and have it on a big screen, and
3 hours.
get to see hundreds of people's reactions instantly, which was just obviously, I've never experienced that before personally. So it was like, that was nice in itself, just to see it all happen within the space of like, say for one video, in 2 hours, we get to see everything, every process happen.
That is like one thing with like our job and our industry is that it's such an insane like thing that we invest so much time and effort into our projects, send it off, and we don't even see like how it kind of like plays out. And so it was nice that like at that
Is it a good
awards-
response?
Yeah, mate. Like being able to like actually hear people like, because it wasn't just like by the end of the video everyone gave a round of applause. It was like when they saw themselves on the screen, like we were like getting cheers by their family and everything.
I had an email earlier like saying that the Vice Chancellor of the Uni of Derby has been using those videos we created for talks and speeches she's been having with students and in lectures and all that for people to see, because she says that's how that video kind of how they envision the uni and like graduation and that memorable moment. So the fact that they're using that for stuff they never even planned to use it for because it was that good just makes it so much better. And plus, we're ready for the next ceremonies, so happy days.
It's raw emotion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you can't. Sometimes it's like hard to explain to clients like what the benefit's going to be of video. Like you can get into like the analytics and that, but sometimes it's just like people are just going to connect with it.
We had
Like,
the-
just enjoy it.
We had the IT guy, so because obviously we're behind like the whole, because you had different teams working with people were doing live feeds for the ceremony, so they could the audience could watch it. There's this one tech guy who we was working with behind, like who would put our video on the screen, and he was like on the second day, I think for the last video, he was like, "Is there any way you can get me in the video so I can see it?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." So Josh comes back with me with the footage, goes, "Oh yeah, I've got a clip here I need you to put in." We put it in and we're like, I'm intrigued to see what his reaction is. Because you weren't too sure if it was going to be in there or not. So we're just watching him as as it's playing along, and his face is like, yes!
He was literally up and down. I was like, yeah, he's like, I made it. It was like he was just won the Oscars.
And I bet everyone else down there thinking, who the hell is this guy? We're just like, we made his day.
Yeah, we did, really did.
No, that was good. But yeah, they're my two projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Ben?
One that I've just remembered was the shopping centre gift card one.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
That was a good
Even
one.
though I was pretty tired on the day, I think just like the fact that we got to go different places into, and we almost like made up a lot of the shots on the spot,
Yeah.
which was nice. Like we went into environment and just, it's nice just coming up with stuff like on
See
the
what
fly.
feels.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we knew what we wanted to do, but then like, because we didn't know what locations we were going to film in, we picked them there. We had like access to anywhere we wanted in the Derby, and then we just chose, this looks like the best restaurant, let's get some bowling in. And when it came together, I think the variety just looked so good.
Yeah,
Like the shot variety and the colours and the lighting, it was,
So I like that project. I feel like that's like every time people have like a turning point, or this is like a point, like a milestone or something like that. I feel like that was there for like production quality. Because ever since then, everything, like, I'm not saying anything before then wasn't good, because it was, but then you can tell there's been a giant step forward from that one to everything else.
Yeah, I think that was definitely one of the ones that kind of proved how much setting has a play into like video quality. Like the moment you're given the like full reign to use a beautiful location like a huge shopping center, it just kind of lets your brain juices flow even broader. And that was the thing as well, because like whenever we've even gone near to trying to shoot in a shopping center, it's the hardest thing in the world. They're like, you can't go not even anywhere, they'll find you straight away. Exactly. But with that one, it was the complete opposite, because it was like, just go anywhere, go everywhere you want. you can film there. And he was like, wow, that is like a dream come true.
Alton Towers with Nimbus was good as well. That was similar, where it's like we kind of we knew like the themes we wanted in it. Like we had a structure, but when we got there, it was kind of just like free roam, just like pick the rides you want to film, go around. Like even the what Iona said to camera, that was all just improvised. We just asked questions on the spot.
I think that is the best balance, is kind of have the parameters there so you have a direction to head in, but not to the point where it limits you on how much you can improvise as well.
Oh yeah, I think especially for people talking, like narrating or talking to camera or being interviewed, I think having a script just sounds too wooden. Whereas if you have questions you want to ask that relate to something, I think it gets natural reactions. It just sounds better.
What you were going to get.
Yeah.
Like, new opportunities from it.
To be fair, I enjoyed the Oliver Air stuff as well. Just because like it was a good performance, it was a good show. Not because the shoot itself was memorable. It's just like
I wasn't
The
not.
show.
Sorry, Oliver.
there's been other shoots that stand out more, but the show itself was sick. Like I really enjoyed the show. Like shoot aside, I more enjoyed it because I'm dancing and vibing and getting the energy going from the crowd and all that. You got that really cool shot, and and when you got behind him, bro, there's me in the top corner, like yes, he got the shot. Yeah, I was jumping up and down like a lunatic, man.
Oh, those are beautiful moments when you're just like so happy with a shot you got, and you're just like, did it.
I was happy till I fell down the stairs.
Oh yeah, that was one of the funniest things because we just finished wrapping up the shoot. We're like, oh yeah, good day. So everyone was in a good mood, happy day. And then I'm like packing up, and then I see James walking down. I was about to ask him a question, and then before I can even say anything, he just stacks it down the stairs. And I was like, oh mate, you all right? And then he just like punches the floor, and I was like, I'm just gonna pack equipment. I'll leave him to it.
I'm guessing he's not all right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because you punched the floor and then you just made direct eye contact with the keyboard player.
It was just bad timing. It was bad timing. I was looked up just to make sure no one saw it happen. And then I saw some guy saw it and I was like, huh. I just stared at it. You didn't see nothing. But no. But,
I don't think we've had many like mishap injuries or anything on like shoots like that. Like I've fallen downstairs and stuff with a camera before, but like I don't think any of us are like broken bones
we
or.
haven't been injured. No. Not yet.
I don't think so.
That's health and safety for you. That's what it is.
Good rules in place.
There you go.
I don't know, maybe. What do you guys like? Obviously, with the new year, then 2024. What do we want? What do you want? What do you like?
What do you want?
What do you want for
When do you
New
want
Year's?
it?
Well, like individually or business-wise, or both?
I don't know. Personal or business? Just something that comes to mind.
I feel like in terms of business, I see this year being the year where it's a big pivotal moment where I think it'll be fun to go back to like approaching clients, because I feel like we kind of went through this natural progression where when you start a business, you approach clients and you're almost convincing them to work with you. And then it got to the point where our work kind of spoke for itself, clients came in naturally. But I would love to go back to approaching clients, but now having like specific project ideas in mind.
With everything to back it up.
Exactly. So we've got all like portfolio under our belt to like kind of prove that we're capable, but now to kind of go to them and be like, look, here's a full brief plan and production ready to go. We just need you to greenlight it and then get it done. Or even alternatively, making the video already and then like showing it to them and be like, this is what we did in our free time. If you like it, this is how much it is. That sort of thing. I think the one client I would love to do for that kind of scenario is like, imagine shooting for Nerf. Like doing like a huge like gun battle. Mate, that'd be so. I want to film a John Wick fight scene with Nerf.
That'd be cold.
That would be so cool. Like get actual stunt actors in and do like the whole like. That would be I'd love that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
So I'm going to say this now because I think it's actually going to happen. Or maybe it's delusional. I want to do like an international shoot.
Yeah.
Don't care where it is, as long as I'm going on a plane or a boat. I'm not in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd have to fly.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't know how to break the news to you, mate, but that's going to come down to votes.
I think we'd have to pick it out of a hat or something.
So didn't you guys
I would
rock,
love
paper,
to do
scissors
it.
for Bear Grylls, didn't you?
Yes,
You could do that.
I mean, I'd love to do it, but like, just to say, okay, the business has done something abroad, it'll be sick. But
Yeah.
I'd love to go on an international shoot.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
feel like-
Preferably somewhere
Join the
hot.
line.
Preferably somewhere hot. Like, imagine if you go to like, I don't know, like Spain to film like a hotel vid, and like
Get wet in there.
or a wedding, and like think about it, you're there for like 4 days, so you can literally just work during the day, and then you got like chill at night, hot weather and all
Do
that.
holiday videos.
That's one thing. I would love to like go to a travel agency and just be like, pay us for a year, and we'll go to 12 different countries, one each month, and we'll just make a different promo video for each country.
There is a couple that do it. Like I saw on Instagram, I think they literally just get in touch with travel agencies, take like photos of themselves, and they just get to stay in like the nicest places.
I love to do a car advert as well.
Car advert. That'd be
That's
cool.
on my bucket list of things. I reckon that's more likely than an international shoot.
Well, you can coupling that together. Like, imagine going to like Italy to record like a Ferrari advert in like the mountains and stuff. Man,
High in the
that'd be cool.
Alps. Oh, that'd be so sick.
You know, it'd be awesome. Do both, yeah. Where we're like a video sponsor with the F1, and we get to go to every every race, go to all the different countries, and you get to cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be.
Same thing for like a festival or something, like a big event where like we can just kind of get tied in with it, mate. Yeah.
So a little different. I'd love to do, you know, on Netflix to do like Drive to Survive and stuff like that.
I don't think I've seen
A
that.
documentary.
It's basically like a documentary covering like a sport. I love to do like a documentary that's shot over a year. So it tracks the process of a year, and you can see the start to the end. I'd love to do a doc on that. That'd be so cool. I don't know what. I don't really.
What happened to the documentary for Goldbox?
It's in the works still. It's very early stages still, but it's a little hint there for people. But
Goldbox documentary. Nah, but the one for a client. But we will call. I guess if we do one on ourselves, it's kind of like a vanity project. But again, it would be quite cool though.
I thought it would always be cool to do a documentary or like a band's tour. Like if they did like
let's
a
go follow
world
Green
tour.
Day or something.
Yeah, and you could just go around with them and film the behind the scenes. That'd be sick.
Who would you want to do? Like, if you could put any tour artist or any artist that you could film their tour.
I would. I mean, I have a sweet spot for like 21 Pilots, so I'd love to film for 21 Pilots because their sets and stuff are pretty mad as well, from what I've seen.
Yeah, that would be pretty lit.
Yeah, mine's Green Day. Oh, but that's
Yeah, I can see that.
there's no argument with that. Mate, they're touring next year, so I might try.
Yeah, we'll be one of the clients that we approach, and we'll be like, hire us.
Please.
I don't even know. I can't shoot myself in the foot. I'll go just because of the scale and the sheer amount of countries you go to. Probably like The Weeknd, like a major artist.
But the thing is, though, if you was doing this, wouldn't you only be doing this video work in the UK? Because you'd have someone else from a different country, wouldn't they? Because they normally have like just different videos depending on which countries they're in.
If I'm waving a magic wand,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll just amend the contract and I'm going to every single one. So that'd be cool.
I'd probably go with Lewis Capaldi just because he'd be funny as hell.
Yeah, you would be to be fair. Yeah,
Just for him.
Basically going to a comedy act.
Exactly.
That would be great.
That'd be brilliant.
yeah. Just being on the tour bus with him would be jokes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because I bet there are some musicians who are just such arseholes. Whereas he'd be like, you're just going to have a laugh the whole time.
And he has his own pizzas. You see that, like, when he had the Lewis Capaldi pizzas. I think this is like last year. I've heard.
It's where everyone's got their own branded stuff now. It's just the new thing.
Yeah.
I think, just influencer marketing in general is such like a big thing now. So like attaching products to like influencers as well, it's just such an easy money.
Do you think that kind of eliminates, like it's always Gucci or, just fancy big brand clothing. But instead of it, the brand, the name is now that brand. So instead of, I want that Gucci top, you'll be like, I want that
Mr. Beast.
I want that Mr. Beast top. They're basically, so they're becoming the brand. So they are the brand, isn't they? Obviously, like Prime, it's Logan Paul KSI.
Because things like that, like I say Prime's a little different, but those sort of things. I think about when influencers drop merch, it's only as relevant as the influencer is.
Oh, yeah.
And things come and go in it. Like
But that's like Gucci's only as relevant as it was. It built up over,
Gucci's like a
over
legacy
years
brand.
and years.
But it's a legacy brand. It's never going to go away. Like, an influencer is only as popular as they are in the moment.
Yeah.
And the vast majority of influencers, they drop out of trend and then just become like everyone else.
It's literally just marketing. It's just
I think the
a
general
trend.
public just resonate more with influencers than they do just straight brands. So that's why it's easier. Yeah, it's personality. It's easier for people to actually want to actively buy something when it's off of a person rather than it just being off of a website.
Yeah, just
like Michael Jordan was one of the first ones. Like, have you seen that film?
the thing with that, it just finishes a bit early for me.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Wasn't it a long film?
It weren't long enough.
I haven't seen it.
Wait, what? How did it finish early?
No, because they finished off with some written bits, whatever. I just remember watching and thinking, oh, you could have showed us a bit more though. Just kind of just ends.
But isn't that a mark of a good film because you want more?
No, I didn't want more though in terms of because I really enjoyed the film. I wanted more because I just thought, well, you kind of cut me short here.
Okay.
I feel like that's a common thing amongst like those biopic kind of films and stuff. Is they leave it as like an open bookend to kind of be like, oh, you already know the rest.
I'm so bored of biopics.
But I'd rather treat me like an idiot. I don't want to have to do Googling after.
I want to be able to watch my film like a 5-year-old.
Just spoon feed me all the information. I can't be asked for my own research.
Exactly. I'm there to watch a film, not there to...
I'm so bored of all these biopic films though.
Well, like all these, it's always like musical ones, isn't it? It's like, it was like the Whitney Houston.
They did one on Queen.
Well, Elvis was a great film.
They're good. That's fair.
Yeah, but it's just...
But there's a lot.
They're so... You can just tell the formula of it and it's just like, oh, where's the originality? Like, it's cool having one or two, but like, they're doing it for everyone. It's just like, how many do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk about that about every film production company, there, can't you? You know.
A24.
Yeah, they're more like independent though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that the Raka one?
Yeah, I think they were with A24.
Yeah.
They don't own A24 though.
I don't know. I've always known they were tied in somehow. So did you guys watch that horror film that came out? With the hand. And it was like...
Oh, yeah, I did.
That's actually a
It's on
good
Netflix, I think.
horror
Is
film.
that
I
the
think it
creepy
is.
hand one where they see it and
They see the
that
dead
kid gets
people.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that film was Raka.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I actually had no clue. I thought it was just some random, like...
Yeah, that was good.
They're making the Bob Marley one.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley film. I think that might be all right.
That could be pretty good.
But then again, it's like the studio's attached to it and you don't want it to just feel cookie cuttery.
Wait, what? Cookie cuttery?
Cookie.
Yeah, cookie cutter, like where you just take one formula and
That's cool. I'm use
then apply it to the other films.
I rate that.
There is, you know how you were saying there's no good Christmas films out anymore?
Yeah.
There is one now, which is supposed to be like instant classic, everyone's saying. It's called like The Holdovers. It's got that Jake Giamatti out of Billions.
Billions. I watched Billions. I'm trying to...
Yeah, you got Daniel,
yeah,
the ginger guy, and then the other one.
The one he used in Blue. Do you remember that film, Blue? Oh, no, I've only...
But yeah, it's proper like old school, like 80s, 70s, 80s kind of nostalgic vibes. Like, I think it's set in like a boarding school. And it's about like the holdovers that are left there for Christmas because they don't have family. And this like grumpy teacher's like left there to look after them. And then you've got this woman who's like a cook, I think. And it's supposed to just be really wholesome, like proper, like
Is this out?
classic. I think it might be out in January in the UK. But hopefully it comes out on a, what's it called, like on Netflix or something.
Let's say, because it's a Christmas film, right?
Yeah, it's got like an 8.3 on IMDb the last time I checked.
Wow.
Which is like up there with the best.
Yeah, that's pretty
Everyone's
high.
just saying instant classic, it's brilliant. Good humour, everything. When you see the visuals of it, it's like, and even the trailer and the text, it looks like all your classic 70s, 80s kind of films.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, the only like recent Christmas film that I'm like do actively like is The Night Before with Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the other guy.
McCoy or whatever.
I forgot his name. Captain America.
Yeah, Falcon. He was in he was on the Game Awards recently. He was just like announcing the winners and stuff, and like apparently like people, the fans and the audience just kept like shouting out at him, like not like bad things, but they were just like shouting quotes from films and stuff like that. And he literally, you could see in the clip stuff, he's like getting a bit like annoyed about it. He's like, because he's like announcing awards, so it's like these people like waited all year to find out if they've won this award. And so like for people just to be shouting over him, he had to be like, "Come on, guys, shut the fuck off of it."
Yeah. What a great time.
What a great time.
Can I tell you, I know I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to say something. I just want to say while it's happening. Aston Villa, guys. Football club. Absolutely smashing it this season.
I'm very impressed.
Just got to say. That's all I've got to say about it.
Well, are they usually shit or?
Whoa.
I'm going to say that as a yes.
No. We're not usually rubbish. We're just, we've had bad time. Yeah, we've had bad time. We came back from Championship and all that and building up. But the fact is, we brought in a manager, Unai Emery. and it completely drastically changed us from, what was it, like 16th, 15th in the league. Brought us up and we finished 7th in the league last season. Got us into European spot for this season. Now we're 3rd in the league, mate. Same amount of points as Liverpool. We just beat Man City and Arsenal on the trot. 15 games unbeaten at home. That's all I got to say. So there's a future client I'd like.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
That would be pretty cool, to be fair, to be able to shoot for.
And then we get a box and we get to stay in the box and watch the football.
If we did get to work with a football club, I'll actually care about football. Until then, I will tune out.
Would you be alright if it was Aston Villa?
I don't care. I don't support no football teams, so don't bother me.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair point.
I think they tend to have like a videographer though, don't they?
Yeah.
Is it like usually one videographer, or do they have like a team?
They have like
Maybe
a
a
club
few,
videographer.
yeah, but it's like in-house.
It'd be cool to do like team football kits and like team reveals and stuff, like a promo for the team at the start of the year.
Do like
Start of the
kit launch.
season. Yeah, one of those. That'd be really cool to do. So,
One day.
One day.
Maybe for Derby County FC. When they get out of League One.
yeah, I think they definitely need help in the video department, bro.
Oh, no qualms over here.
Has there been any like recent world news events or anything that's like been kicking off lately?
So something I saw earlier. The referee got punched in the face last night in a football game.
Oh, in Turkey? Yeah, man, got sparked out.
Wait, by who?
The owner of the club.
Not even a player.
Owner of the club comes storming on the pitch. Did they lose the game or something?
I don't actually know the result, but they must have, I'm assuming.
Guy comes on the pitch and just flatlines the ref, and the ref goes straight down. I don't know.
You know what surprised me the most about the situation? I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner.
Bro, I don't understand, right? All right, football, referees and respect. Referees get no respect in football, let's be fair. In rugby and that, you got people bashing into each other, slamming each other on the ground and all that. They talk to the ref, yeah? Nothing. There ain't no back chat or nothing.
You got to remember, though, with that reffing, you can hear everything the ref is deciding and saying. Everyone in the stadium knows what's going on.
Yeah, but
with football, no one knows what's going on other than the referee.
That was my point then, because there's no respect. Like, my thing is, I wish players in football respected the ref. Like, in all these other sports, there's a mutual respect for the referee. Football, one bad thing goes wrong for the players, they're just chatting bare nonsense.
Say what
to
they
them.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they keep making stupid decisions.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
But they make stupid decisions in other sports and that. The ref still gets some respect in that.
Yeah,
That's
I
me,
agree
like-
with that.
I think that's just football in general. Is that
Maybe it's just football
players-
culture and all that.
players go the furthest they'll go for the things to go in their way. Like that's the whole essence of like if you get slightly tackled, you make a bigger deal out of it, so things kind of go in your favour.
It may just be the nature of the sport, but like, that's what puts me off football the most.
People say like it seems like players have way more power now, like over managers, and with social media they've got egos and all that stuff. Whereas before it was like everyone respects a manager, you fall in line.
I remember having an argument with a Man United fan ages ago, just about like with what you're saying with social media and players. Because he was saying that Cristiano Ronaldo, when he was back at United, like the second time, he's like, Cristiano Ronaldo is bigger than Manchester United. You can never have a club bigger than the player. That's just not a thing that's not like.
Bigger than
So they're saying basically their argument was that Cristiano Ronaldo is bigger than Manchester United. Well, how is a club with 100-odd years history, won all these trophies, done all these things, different players come through and through, less than a player who's been around for 20 years? Obviously,
I'd say
It's a legacy,
it's not bigger than the legacy, yeah, but I'd say at the time he's bigger than that culture, like with the Glazers and
he was not bigger than United.
like he has turned out to be right about a lot of the things he said, and a lot of people were blaming like the problems on Ronaldo when he scored like a ridiculous amount of goals for them at his age. So people are saying, yeah, they play better without Ronaldo, and now like 2 years later, they're still got all the same problems. Like it is like a cultural issue. It does go to show like how important culture is within like an organisation. Got to have from top down, like everyone invested, whereas the Glazers just seem like parasites that just literally like drain as much money and they're just failing, like they're losing billions.
They look evil as well.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
They look evil. I can imagine seeing them in a horror like film or something. I'm just happy I got you guys into a football conversation for a minute. That was nice. How's that?
Yeah. Has anybody seen any recent developments in AI?
Yeah, I stumbled across this website called Runaway. Is it Runway? Oh, bro, the amount of stuff they got on there is actually mental. So, you know, last time I was talking about you can select an item and change it. Now they kind of combine Photoshop with video. So say if I've got like a blank wall, but on this blank wall there's a picture of James's face, and I don't want it there, and I'm recording it, and I don't like the fact his face is on this wall. You can literally just highlight it and just delete it. Live in face.
I would love to be able to delete James's face.
Oh yeah, so I saw one called like Tammy AI, and it's where you can basically caption like videos, and it will come up with descriptions of what you're talking about. So you know when you're on YouTube, and you can go along the timeline, it'll have like sections, and it will annotate. It's kind of like that, but with full descriptions for like certain sections, so it can describe like the last 30 seconds of what you've been speaking about. And it does it really well. Like it'll take 20 seconds to analyse what you're talking about. So I did it with our last podcast, and it was like scarily, like it understood like the emotion behind it and like the full context. It didn't really mess up any of what we're talking
Is that
about.
the description you used then for the video?
No, it'll basically just describe what we're talking about. Like the lads have a conversation about the threats of AI or whatever.
So does that break it down? I know in some YouTube videos they break them up into chapters.
Yeah.
So say if it's like a weekly vlog, chapter 1 is Monday, chapter 2 is Tuesday. So it's basically like that.
It was breaking down pretty much like do chapters, but then you can do like extended where it'll break down like every 20 seconds. And it'll even add an emoji next to everyone, like at the start. So yeah, it'll be like an accurate emoji. So like AI, you get like a robot emoji.
It's just crazy to think like how much further it's going to go in this short amount of time, because it's accelerating. That's what it feels like. It feels like each day is advanced even quicker than the last day. So like it's going to be insane, especially with the new year coming around now.
Where are we going to be by the end of 2024?
Mate, we will be robots. We are the like, they've taken over by that point.
We're all done.
Right. But I mean, 2024 is going to be an exciting year, I think.
Yeah.
No matter what, whether AI takes over or not.
It's going to be
a
interesting.
big year regardless. Like,
Yeah.
I'm hyped for 2024. Like, I reckon it's going to be big.
Yeah.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be
for good reasons.
a big pivotal moment for us, for sure.
Or it might not.
Maybe not. We never know. We'll see. We'll find out.
Optimism, man. Come on, man. We need positivity.
Oh, I was only playing.
All this negative stuff. Nah, this time next year, yeah, we'll be.
We'll be somewhere.
We'll be so.
We're here, and then we'll be over there next year.
But yeah, we'll see you next year. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Well, Happy New Year, Happy Christmas, and we'll see you in the next one.
Don't get too drunk.